Motivation is great. I mean, sometimes it helps you create better products, but I don't believe at all that is the best way to build products. I don't believe motivation is the best way to build successful businesses, because motivation is not consistent, and you need to be consistent in order to be able to achieve what you want. You need to be consistent in order to be able to create better products, create better businesses. That's why in this video I want to bring you a better way to build software as a service applications, a way for you to not depend on motivation, to depend on real metrics. If you need to motivate yourself every day to work on a software as a service idea, it's not a discipline problem, it's not a consistency issue, it's not a mindset, it's a signal. Okay, most software as a service products don't fail because of code or design. They fail because the idea requires emotional energy instead of market pressure. Emotional energy runs out, but market pressure doesn't. Motivation feels productive, and that's why it's dangerous, okay? Because it spikes at the beginning, collapses under friction, and creates the illusion of progress. When an idea depends on motivation, the pattern is predictable, okay? Work happens in bursts, user conversations are avoided, features get added to fill movements, and hard decisions get postponed, okay? Eventually, progress only happens if you consume something inspiring, remind yourself why you started, and force yourself to care. A real product can depend on your emotional state. You need to keep going. So, what actually sustains a software as a service is tension, okay? Not only excitement, okay? Excitement can be temporary. Tension is pressure that exists even when you stop, pushing. And examples of tension can be the same client asking the same thing over and over again, a process that breaks as soon as volume increases, ugly spreadsheets people hate but rely on, workarounds nobody likes but everyone uses. When tension is real, you don't wonder what to build. You feel late, not lazy. Stopping feels irresponsible because you know that that's a problem that if you solve it, it could bring you money, and that's the energy you are looking for. In a minute, I will explain you what you can do, but first of all, I want to ask you that if you're not subscribed to the channel, you can subscribe and hit the like button, because in that way we can keep reaching new people, and it only takes 2 seconds. Also, if you want me to help you one-on-one to build a software as a service without wasting months, you can book a call. I will leave you the link on the comments section. The first thing I would do is like a motivation audit, okay? Ask yourself this without lying to you, okay? If I stop working on this for 30 days, does anything break for someone else? Does anyone notice? Does the problem still exist without me? I mean, even if you don't mention the problem. If the answer is no, the idea could be optional. I mean, I'm 100% honest with you. Optional ideas require motivation. No optional problems create urgency, okay? People are desperate to solve the problem. And another question that doesn't lie is, when you think about this idea, do you feel pressure to fix something real or pressure to justify what it matters? There's a difference between motivation and a real problem. Most founders start with solution. That's backwards. Instead, you can open a blank document and write, this exists because repeated decisions, frequent mistakes, steps people complain about, and time that gets wasted in the same way. No features, no product ideas, no tech, okay? The possible solution comes later. If you can't list at least 3 recurring frictions, you don't have a software as a service problem yet. You have an assumption. So you need the final step, and is the push versus pull test. Ask yourself, am I pushing the idea forward, or is the problem pulling me back in? Push looks like scheduling work blocks to stay consistent. Remind yourself why this is important, launching with a real conversation. And pull looks like users asking, can they do X, Y, and Z, feeling blocked until this problem is solved, and building only enough to reduce friction. If you are pushing, stop building. If you are being pulled, simplify and continue. You can take 3 decisions, okay? You can continue if the tension is real, pain already exists, and motivation is unnecessary. You build the smallest thing that removes friction. You pause if the problem is interesting but still quiet. Or people are not willing to pay for the solution yet. So you validate with content and conversation. You still not code. And finally, if the idea only moves when you push and nothing breaks, when you stop, you kill it fast. Because that's the thing that makes you avoid wasting months building tools and apps that nobody wants to use. If this video helped you, you can subscribe and hit the button, because in that way we can keep reaching new people. If you want me to help you one-on-one building a software as a service application, you can book a one-on-one call. I will leave you the links on the comment section. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.